Thank you to everyone who's here today. We are here to say that the spirit of Aaron Bushnell lives on in us. We will continue this fight, and we will not stop until Palestine is free.
That's right. Right.
It's really important to know that the world is watching. The world is waking up. The world is saying it is not okay to commit genocide for anyone. I grew up raised as a Jew after the Holocaust. I was taught genocide must never happen again, not to anyone. Anyone who suggests that it is anti-Semitic to object to genocide is committing the most anti-Semitic sin of all.
Let's not overlook Haiti.
Let's not overlook Haiti, of course.
That's right.
Let's not overlook the Congo. Let's not overlook 85 countries around the world where the U.S. currently is conducting so-called anti-terror operations in 85 countries around the world. Let us not forget 1 million people who died in Iraq for weapons of mass destruction that did not exist. Let's not forget 4 million people who have died in the wake of 9/11 with one catastrophic war after another. The problem is not only Gaza. Gaza is the tip of the iceberg in an empire that has run amok. An empire whose final days have come as the world declares its independence from oligarchy and empire. A world that says we are now a multipolar world. We are no longer a world that bows to one dominant empire. This is not working around the world. It's not working here at home in the United States of America, where 1/2 of our congressional budget is being spent on the endless war machine. This is not survivable for the people of Palestine. It's not survivable for the people of Israel. It's not survivable for the entire Middle East. That $17 billion that Joe Biden is trying to get out of Congress right now, that's not only to continue the genocidal assault on Palestine, it's also to spread this war throughout the Middle East that puts us all at risk. The U.S. is now bombing 4 countries in addition to Iranian targets. And remember that Iran now has a military alliance with Russia. This could go nuclear. This is a World War I type situation with nuclear weapons. And we are all in the crosshairs of this battle. This is why international law is essential. And international law has declared this is a so-called plausible genocide, but that is the most definitive genocide one can have until years after the fact. The nations of the world have said this must stop. And what's most important right now is that the American people have said this must stop now. The American people demand an end to this genocidal massacre and demand a negotiated and diplomatic solution. Either we move forward with the law of nations, or it will be the law of the jungle for us all. As Gaza goes, we all go. Gaza is the test. Will we be a world that respects human rights and international law and our basic humanity, or not? The U.S. will not be the top dog anymore. We are no longer the top dog. In fact, the majority of the world's GDP is now outside of the U.S. and the West. It's now in the hands of the BRICS alliance: Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, now Saudi Arabia, and others. There is a growing alliance that now holds the dominant world resources and power. So when we're not long to be the top dog, it's very important that international law rules the day. We are going to be needing it ourselves very soon. I just want to end with a big thank you to everyone who's standing up. And I want to remind us that everything we do, whether it's on social media, whether it's standing up against the ban on TikTok, where so many young people have heard about what's going on in Palestine, where so many people stand up against genocide and endless war, whether it is blockading the weapons contractors or the shipments of weapons to Israel. Everything that we do matters so much, and I want to remind you, we are winning the day. We have not yet won in the seat of power, which is why we must change those who are sitting in the seat of power, who refuse to accept the will of our democracy. But we are a democracy, and the majority of the American people want a different way forward. An America that works for all of us, and a world that works for all of us. In the words of Frederick Douglass, power concedes nothing without a demand. It never has and it never will. We must bring that demand to the halls of power. And I would encourage you to remember in this district that Dan Goldman and Kirsten Gillibrand need to have challengers in the upcoming election. Nothing speaks like a challenge to power. I encourage you, we have the power of our numbers. As Alice Walker said, the biggest way people give up power is by not realizing we have it to start with. We have it. We must use it. Thank you so much in the spirit of Aaron Bushnell. Thank you.